friends. I hope you're doing great today. Well, one of my friends said that I should tell the story of Little Red Riding Hood. So I'm ready with that. But before I start telling you the story, this amazing story, you have to do me a favor. And the favor, as you know, is that you have to subscribe to my channel, comment on my stories, like my stories, and share them further so that many kids could listen to my stories. All right, so today's story goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a girl. Her name was Little Red Riding Hood. She was called Little Red Riding Hood because she would always wear a red hoodie. She lived with her mother and father. She had a grandmother as well who lived in another village. Her grandmother was sick for some time. One day her mother said, "Little Red Riding Hood, will you take some food to your grandmother?" Little Red Riding Hood got so excited hearing that because she loved her grandmother. She said, "Oh, wow, Mom, I'd love to meet my grandmother. Of course, I'll take the food to her." Her mother prepared the food, and while giving the basket of food, she told Little Red Riding Hood, "Little Red Riding Hood, listen carefully. If you meet any strangers, do not talk to them. Go straight to your grandmother, drop the food, talk to her for some time, and come back home safely." Little Red Riding Hood said, "Oh, Mom, don't worry about me. Of course I'm not going to talk to the strangers." And then off she went. But when she reached the middle of the jungle, she saw so many beautiful and colorful flowers all around her. Soon she forgot what her mother had told her. She started plucking the flowers because she knew that her grandmother would love the flowers. A sly fox was observing her. It went to her and said, "Hello, little girl, where are you going?" The Little Red Riding Hood got scared and said, I'm going to my grandmother. She's sick and I'm going to take this food and flowers." The fox asked, "Oh, that's great. Where does your grandmother live?" The Little Red Riding Hood gave the address of her grandmother's home. The wolf was very hungry. Soon it ran towards grandmother's home and ate her up. After eating her grandmother, he dressed up and sat on her grandmother's bed, waiting for the Little Red Riding Hood to come. After a while, the Little Red Riding Hood went there. She knocked at the door. The wolf said, "Oh, the door is open, darling. Please come in." The Little Red Riding Hood went in. It was quite dark inside. She got scared. She said, "Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have." The grandmother said, "All the better to hear you with, my dear." The Little Red Riding Hood said, "But grandmother, what big eyes you have." The wolf said, "All the better to see you with, my dear." The Little Red Riding Hood then said, "But grandmother, what big teeth you have." The wolf said, "All the better to eat you with, my dear." And then it jumped off the bed and started following Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood shouted, "Help! Help! Help!" A woodcutter was cutting the wood nearby. He heard Little Red Riding Hood shouting for help. He soon came and hit the wolf on his head. The wolf opened its mouth and out came the grandmother. And Little Red Riding Hood did not see the wolf ever again. So, how was the story? Well, the lesson that I think we all should take from this story is that we should never talk to the strangers and we should always listen to what parents have to say to us. If you like this story, do not forget to like it, comment on it, and share it further. I would love to know which story do you want to listen to next, but the next story is going to be in Urdu. So any story in Urdu, I'm ready for that. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.